From roughly 5:15 p.m. to 8:15 p.m., me and my mom were out first to go to our local Best Buy to go shopping for a new laptop for me. My current one works fine. If I recall, my current laptop is 2 to 3 years old, at least. A few of the keys became unresponsive a long time ago. Such as the backspace key and the O key, the P key and the L key. But otherwise, the rest of the keyboard works just fine, and I'm able to get around a few keys on the physical keyboard being unresponsive by opening up the touch keyboard, the touch keyboard, and clicking on the buttons using this computer mouse I got. Because I wore out the touchpad. It still works and I can still click with it. I just can't drag and drop with it anymore. Haven't been able to for at least a year. That's why I got that computer mouse in the first place. I recall at Best Buy, Mom and I looked for less than 15 minutes. And at some point during that, an employee helped point out a good laptop that would be relatively new and good for what I use my laptop for. we ended up getting another laptop. In the HP Envy series. Only obviously newer model. Than what I have currently. It'll soon be wrapped up and ready for Christmas. It's got a stronger processor, plenty of RAM and memory. All in all, it sounds like a pretty good choice. After we got the laptop at Best Buy, we went to our local mall to look for a place to eat. We first tried BTB, but it seemed a little too busy for my mom's liking. Then we drove near Sogo, Sushi Hibachi, which is also a restaurant in its own right at our local mall. Though we took a short car drive at the big parking lot of the mall, since BTB and Sogo are at different areas of the mall. When we got to the right area of the parking lot to be right next to Sogo, we checked the menu of Sogo, and the food didn't seem to be soft enough. So we ended up going to Brew, after quickly stopping by Mom's place and dropping off the laptop, and at Brew I got 2 cocktails, essentially some cut up pretzel sticks as an appetizer. Cut up pretzel sticks that came with a smallish container of queso for dipping in another smallish container, both plastic, of basically honey mustard. It was called Honey Dijon by the menu. I ended up having most of the cut up pretzel sticks. My second cocktail was the cocktail Mom got. Her first and only. And these are actually the leftovers of the boneless platter I got as my main course. Mom and I got a box each. And I brought what was left of the boneless platter home after having all of the essentially chicken bites. That's what the boneless wings at Brew were essentially. And for those boneless wings, I opted for the boss sauce, which seemed to be good. Though not the absolute best boss sauce I've ever had. I think the boss sauce from the pub location of the Perry's Pizzeria franchise was better, but the boss sauce was still good. At Brew, I had essentially all of the chicken bites and a few of the tater tots, and I brought the rest home to have for later. Then on our way home, we made a stop at our local McDonald's. And so I could check if they had the McRib. They didn't, and they're not going to be getting them later on, but my mom got a plain sundae for herself and an Oreo McFlurry for me. So we still got something from that quick stop at our local McDonald's. I recall first waking up today within the first few hours of today, eating all of the leftover club crackers, and then I went back to bed. I think around 6 in the morning, and then I woke up around 11 in the morning, but I didn't really get up until about 1 p.m. or so. Then at some point I had a cup of coffee that my mom made. And then at around 5:15 p.m. it was when we left to do the things I described earlier. Here's where I am currently on One Among Zombies.